So this is a video for how to do trig. So it's number 2 on the review knowledge check. And trig uses cosine, sine, tangent, and the inverse of all of those. So the first thing you want to do is figure out what angle you're working with. So this one, and based on that, I am dealing with the opposite side and the adjacent side. So the trig function that deals with opposite and adjacent, I'm going to write it on top here. So, ka, toa. Okay, so it looks like opposite and adjacent would have to be tangent. So tangent of 65 degrees equals opposite over adjacent, x over 6. To solve this equation, multiply both sides by 6. 6 times tangent of 65. You guys can type that right into your Google search bar if you don't have a calculator, and you should get about 12.86. All right, moving on to letter B. Letter B, based on this angle, we are dealing with the opposite and the hypotenuse. So if I go back up to my little cheat, opposite and hypotenuse is going to be sine. So sine of 34 degrees equals opposite over hypotenuse. To solve an equation that looks like that, you're going to multiply both sides by x, so that this cancels. So then I have x times whatever sine of 34 is, some type of decimal that I don't want to write out. Then to solve this finally to get x by itself, you divide by sine of 34. And you get the answer, x equals about 23.25. All right, for letter C, they don't give us the angle, they want us to find it, but that does help us recognize that we are dealing with the adjacent side and the hypotenuse. So that's going to be the cosine function, but because we're trying to find the angle, it's going to be inverse cosine of adjacent over hypotenuse, so 5 over 18. And again, if you guys type in the words inverse cosine, parentheses 5 over 18, or use a calculator, obviously, you can get the answer. So I figure out that theta equals about 73.87 degrees.